I built in connecting with the audience because it scared me. And the whole crux of the show is built around one piece of graffiti that said, do what scares you, even if
Mm-hmm.
it's everything. It scared me to talk to the audience. It scared me to give up control. I'm more of a writer, or I'm more comfortable being a writer than I am an improviser. I like having a script. I like knowing my plan and what I'm going to say on stage. And so it really scared me to go, all right, I'll start the show by asking the audience if they have any toilet paper.
Yeah.
And then I have to give up control. I'll start the show by kind of world building with the audience, which also like comes from clowning. I started becoming familiar with clowning stuff when I was at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival. I went, oh, cool. It's like the difference between clowning and improv is improv, your group is your scene partners, and clowning is like the audience is your scene partner, and you like really build with them.
Mm-hmm.
And I went, okay, this is fascinating to me and so terrifying, and I guess I have to build it into my show. And so, yeah, I really spend a lot of the time early on talking to them and giving up control and letting them world build with me. And it's all still part of the plan. Like I still know where I'm going. The
Mm-hmm.
show is still structured, but like they get to choose who the person outside of in the bar was that like kind of triggered me and why I'm hiding in the bathroom. They choose that person's name. They
Mm-hmm.
choose like what is the annoying thing about her that I keep referencing, and I have to remember that every night of like it's a different person's name. It's a different
Yeah.
person every night. Which is fun and cool and different. But
That's
also
hard in of itself.
yes,
Like
I have
you
to remember so many names.
like 10 people's
Yeah.
names and then you repeat them at the end. It's
Yeah,
crazy. I'm like,
it's wild, and it's really I really like want to connect with them because the show is in a bathroom and in a women's bathroom specifically, and that is where women connect with each other. It's like a weird safe space where like sometimes someone is crying, sometimes someone needs toilet paper, sometimes someone needs a tampon, sometimes you're just like I love your dress, but like it's a safe space where women like gas each other up. And I wanted
yeah.
the audience to feel like we were doing that. So even though they're strangers and at the end of the night they're going to leave and I'm probably never going to talk to them again, for that moment we're in the bathroom together gassing each other up and being best friends for just a moment.
Mm-hmm.
And that feels like really consistent with also a lot of the graffiti that's in women's bathrooms too, which is just encouraging and empowering. And I also figured like in the show, I tell this story about a car accident that I was in that's, a really like shaping moment of my life.
Mm-hmm.
I'd always wanted to build that into a show because my favorite shows are shows in which I go, in which I laugh and I cry and I go, wow, I've never heard a story like that before. And that's really authentic to that person.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel a little less alone because they've shared such a core deep part of themselves. So I knew I wanted to build this moment of my life into a show, and I went, how do I do that in a way that doesn't feel like I'm using the audience as a therapist or dumping on them too much? How do I do it in a way that's like funny and sad and real? I was like, oh, it would make sense that it would be in a women's bathroom and it would be surrounded
Mm-hmm.
by all of these anonymous moments of graffiti that people are also being confessional and dumping these moments onto the stalls of the bathroom.